Hello, everybody, and welcome back, or in if you are a first timer here at the channel. We are going to be talking about the top 15, way too early top 15 ranking for college football going into 2023. It's a glorious, beautiful afternoon now in Michigan. Finally, the sun is out. I'm excited. Maybe go outside and do something today. But also, we have college basketball on and hockey later today, so I'll be watching that. But you guys don't care about that. Let's get started right with college football here. The number 15 team coming in, I have TCU. Now, they made it all the way to the playoff last season, won the Fiesta Bowl over my Michigan Wolverines, and then lost the national championship to Georgia pretty handily. But they lost their quarterback, Max Duggan. But they have Chandler Morris, and as I said, they went 13-2 last season. I couldn't find three of these teams returning production, so I'm just going to state that right now. I'm not paying somebody $10 just for that. I'll go find it if I can, and I did for most all these teams, 12 of them. But I couldn't find it for TCU. Their recruiting class rank was number 20, the freshman that would be playing for them this season, and their transfer class ranking was number 24. All right, let's move on to number 14. In conference foe, Texas. Steve Sarkisian is back. They have a question mark at quarterback. Is it going to be Quinn Ewers or is it going to be Arch Manning? They were 8-5 last year, lost the Alamo Bowl, but they have 74% of their production returning. They had the number 3 recruiting class in the nation, number 46 transfer class. Number 13 is Notre Dame. Marcus Freeman, his second season. Sam Hartman, the transfer in from Wake Forest, is going to be the quarterback. They were 9-4 last season and won the Gator Bowl. That's another team that I couldn't find returning production for. They had the number 10 recruiting class in the nation and number 35 transfer rank. Number 12 is Clemson. And Dabo Swinney is back. Cade Klubnik, I believe, will be the guy. They were 11-3 last season. They won the lost the Orange Bowl. They have 69% of their production returning, and they had the 11th best class in the nation. And I don't think Dabo does the transfer thing. I think he just doesn't believe in it. So I couldn't find their ranking for that. And number 11 is Tennessee. Tennessee has Josh Heupel back, and they have a question at quarterback. Hendon Hooker is gone. Will it be Joe Milton or the freshman 5-star Nico Imaliva? I love that. I'm going to leave you. He might if you don't start. They were 11-2 last season. They won the Orange Bowl. 63% returning production, and they were number 9 in recruiting, number 27 in transfer rank. Number 10 is Utah. Kyle Whittingham is back. Cameron Rising is back. They were 10-4 last season. They won the Pac-12. They lost the Rose Bowl. But they have 76% of returning production coming back. Number 21 in the recruiting rank and number 47 in the transfer portal. Number 9 is Oregon. Dan Lanning's second season, the defensive guy from Georgia. Can he improve that side of the ball for Oregon? I think so. Bo Nix also is back for his second year at Oregon. They were 10-3 last season and won the Holiday Bowl. They have 65% returning production and number 8 in recruiting and number 11 in the transfer ranking. And now we have number 8, and that would be Florida State. Mike Norvell and Jordan Travis are both back. They went 10-3 last season and won the Cheez-It Bowl. They have the most returning production out of anyone in the nation, I believe, 87%. Number 19 in the recruiting and number 4 in the transfer portal. So they're looking to build on their success from last season. Number 7 is Penn State. James Franklin is trying to break in a new quarterback, Drew Aller. They were 11-2 last season and won the Rose Bowl. 65% returning production, number 13 recruiting class rank, and 53 in the transfer portal. Number 6 is USC. Lincoln Riley and Caleb Williams, your Heisman winner, are back. They lost the Cotton Bowl last season to go 11-3, but they returned 76% of their production, and they had the number 12 recruiting class ranking and number 3 in the transfer portal. So again, Lincoln Riley attacking the transfer portal. We'll see if that defensive side of the ball can get better. That's what's holding them down at number 6. Number 5 is Ohio State. Ryan Day has been here a while now. I think this is his 4th year. They have a question at quarterback. Stroud has gone to the NFL. Will it be Kyle McCord or Devin Brown? They were 11-2 last season and lost the Peach Bowl in the playoff. 67% of their production returns, and they had the number 5 recruiting class in the nation and number 40 transfer rank. Number 4 is LSU. Brian Kelly's 2nd season. Jaden Daniels is back. They went 10-4 last season and won the Citrus Bowl. And it's the last team that I couldn't find their returning production. But they had the number 6 recruiting class in the nation and number 2 transfer class. Now the top 3. Alabama. Nick Saban, I never count them out. You might think they're a little bit high because they only have 40% returning production, but they have number 1 class after number 1 class or number 2 in some years if Georgia has number 1. But this year they had number 1. They went 11-2 last season, won the Sugar Bowl, and they don't really do the transfer, I guess. Only 62 is what they were ranked, but when you have the number 1 class coming in, why do you need to bring in outsiders? And number 2, this is where it gets a little hairy for some of you guys, and you may already know. I'm a Michigan fan, and I've never done this before where I think at this early in the season that Michigan could win the national championship. Georgia is number 2. Kirby Smart is back, trying to go for that 3-peat in the national scene. They don't know their quarterback either. Carson Beck, Brock Vandagriff, Gunnar Stockton. Who's going to be there? 15-0 last season and won the Peach Bowl in the playoff and then won the national championship game over TCU. Just housed TCU. 61% returning production. They were the number 2 recruiting class and 41 in the transfer rank. And your number 1 team, Michigan, Jim Harbaugh is back. J.J. McCarthy, another year under his belt. 13-1 last season and lost in the playoff in the Fiesta Bowl. Like I said, to TCU, but 81% returning production, which is good for 5th in the nation. And maybe that's why they only had the 18th best recruiting class this cycle. They don't want to bring in all these freshmen that are just going to leave because they don't get any playing time for a couple of years. The transfer rank was number 15, which was vital for Michigan to fill in some key pieces. That's my ranking. I think as of right now, Michigan has the best shot. They got Corum Edwards back. The offensive line may win its 3rd straight Joe Moore Award. So we shall see. It's just a quick overview of who I think the top 15 teams are as of right now while spring practice is going on. I will be doing a prediction for everybody who I think everyone's record is going to be in the Power 5 coming up probably in August. July or August, somewhere in there. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in, and I hope you guys are enjoying this beautiful weather out there wherever you are, and have a great day.